Hey guys, how y'all doing? Thank you again for clicking on the video. This is going to be more of a public service announcement. So everything has already happened in a sense. What happened here is that this morning I wanted to fly the Vapor over a golf course, and I had GPS rescue on it. It is a windy day, but I didn't think that'd be a big issue. So I put it on the back of my truck, take off. You can see it taking off, climbing, plenty of satellites, right? Plenty of satellites. Well, I get up and I'm in my truck, and it's a little ways away, and I can't remember, since I haven't done the video part yet, I can't remember how far away I am, but I am a pretty good distance away. I start seeing I'm losing a little signal. So basically, I start turning around. Everything should be fine. I'm close to 400 feet, which I need to be at. And but again, I'm in the truck, and I thought, you know what? Let me jump out of the truck. So as I'm turning around, I hit GPS rescue, and then the scariest thing in the world happened to me. It's never happened before with any DJI drone or any drone I've ever had. I see it kind of tilt, and I was like, what? And so I jump out of the truck real quick, make sure it has signal, looking at my goggles, and I wait there saying, okay, it's going to raise up. But I was really worried because the way it, my turn, you see, was really slow. It was this is going to be more of a cinematic flight over the golf course. No issue. I did start losing signal, but I think it's because I was in the truck. I don't think it's because of my 04 unit. I will do another test probably later on. It falls, and I see my goggles, it went blank, lost signal, see it's red, and I'm thinking, okay, it's going to come back to me. I'm outside my truck, kind of freaking out a little bit, thinking, okay, he'll come back. And a little time goes by, probably about 2 minutes, and I'm thinking, oh my God. I'm like, did I hit a bird? So when I saw that, I was like, what in the world? So we're going to back up to when I first got the, yes, that's kind of a cliffhanger. So I kind of, when I first got the Vapor, AKA Dragon, I basically set it all up, put the props on, came out in front of my front yard. You'll see my ring video. And I was just hovering to make sure everything worked fine before I went to go fly. Just to make sure, make sure my props are on right, doesn't flip over. And everything's fine. And then the second time I kind of took it up, one of the props went flying in the screw. And with the Vapor, there's one nut, not screw, a nut, and the prop went flying. There's one nut that goes on top of the Vapor that tightens down. And they give you a little Mickey Mouse thing to tighten it down with. And I thought, okay, I didn't tighten down enough. But I know I did. So I was like, okay, well, I went to Home Depot. I couldn't find the prop, and I couldn't find the prop. I certainly couldn't find the screw. I looked and looked and looked. Luckily, I did buy another set of props when I bought the Vapor. I didn't think nothing of it. Went to Home Depot, found a stainless steel one with the lining inside of it, the nylon lining. Put it on, tightened it down. This time I kind of tightened down with the ratchet. Make sure they were kind of tight. Not over tight, just tight. And everything was fine. I went flying the other day, as you saw that video. I don't know if that video's dropped already. No, it has not. I went flying over the water. Everything was going great. Came home like that. So back to this morning. Went flying over the golf course. And I'm going to show you the video here in a minute. But I went to the golf course, and I'll just put some music underneath it. You'll see it. Again, I'm going to go back to take off from my truck, go fly. Everything's going great. It's real graceful. And then I see it tilt down, and I just, like I said, I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I was like, well, I know no one was underneath me because I was looking around as I fly. I always do, because accidents happen. Thought I hit a bird strike. So contact the golf company. They're very gracious. Went to the front, told them what happened. Told them I was testing out a drone. Told them I do apologize too, but So they were real gracious. They said, okay, luckily with the goggles, you have the last 30 seconds of when it flew. I showed him. He knew exactly where that was at for the most part. It was on hole 15. Went out to hole 15, and it was sitting there upside down. What is crazy is that when I picked it up and looked at it, there was no prop or nut on one of the ones that GEPRC sends you. And I thought, because at first I thought I hit a bird. And I thought, crap. I said, but I didn't see a bird. And then because there's no prop and the screw is missing also, I knew the screw either broke or it just flew off. But I bet you it broke just like the first time when I tested. And I thought, you know what? There's a flaw in the nuts they have. So I picked it up and I looked at it and it looked immaculate. There was no damage whatsoever. I was shocked. Only thing is the battery came unhooked from the cable. That was it. When I saw it hit the ground, it was upside down. I flipped it over. I thought it would be a little bit mangled. But like I said, the GEPRC is a beast. So the reason I'm kind of telling you this is when you, and maybe no one else ran into this, but it's kind of funny that 2 of the nuts that I got from them have done this. So I have it here. Yes. And this happened this morning, but you can see I tested everything. I also show I did smoke stop, took the board off, looked at it. Everything was fine. I flew it already. But this is the nut that first came off right here. Yes, this is the one that first. This is the one that first came off when I actually flew the first day, and this one came off today, which I bought a 2-pack, and I got some more coming in the mail because these 2 here. I'm not going to fly this until I get new nuts on here because I don't trust these nuts. I don't. I know it sounds weird, but I don't. Luckily, I was not flying over the water. I was really lucky. But as you can see, there is no damage. What you see, I didn't brush any mud off. It was a golf course, but it doesn't matter. I was at 400 feet, and it landed like this. The battery is fine. Battery, no issue at all. I looked at it, it's not swelled, checked it, perfectly fine. Maybe because it landed on a plush golf course, but we know the golf course grass is only like so much, but it is a good place to land. The GPS, nothing happened to it. Nothing came out, nothing. No other prop was broke. Just the one that was missing, I went ahead and replaced it. But the reason I'm making this video now is because I went ahead and wrote GEPRC, explained that, look, I got this a week ago. The first day I flew it, barely in my driveway, the nut came off. I lost my prop. And then this one, same thing. And no fault of my own, I'm asking them to send me a set of props because basically I've lost 2 props without even me doing anything crashing, just flying the drone. So the reason behind this, and I'm putting this out there today and not scheduling it or anything, is because if you have one of the GEPRC, it's a beautiful drone, You may not have no issues at all, but because I've had issues with 2 of the nuts on there, I'm not flying again until I get the new nuts that come tomorrow that I ordered from a store here. They're actually stainless steel and they have the stuff inside of them, and they're made a lot better. So I just wanted y'all to decide, or I just want y'all to know about this. To me, it's a very important issue because I've flown tons of drones, and I've never had anything like that happen. Even the other drones I have, they have a screw, they have 2 screws. There's no backup on this. If this nut fails, you lose the prop. No matter if you have GPS rescue or not, it doesn't matter. It's going down. So you can do all the stuff you can to save it, but this nut has to stay on there. Even if you get a chip prop, a lot of times it still will fly. But if you lose a whole prop and a nut, you're not going to fly. It literally tumbled out of the sky. But anyway, I'm just telling you this. I'm very lucky that I was able to get this back. I'm extremely happy that nothing happened to it. It's built like a tank. I can't believe it. I looked at the L4, tested everything. This smoke stop, I mean, it's immaculate. Nothing's wrong. So, but again, I'm not flying it till I get those nuts that come in tomorrow. So after falling out of the sky, came home, the prop right here, you see, this is the first one that happened too. And I got a Home Depot and I got a replacement nut. I'm going to order some more. They're stainless steel with a nylon. This one and this one I'm going to replace also because I don't trust them. I've already written the company, but I wanted to do this before I write it. So we got smoke stopper, got the battery. I need to test that battery over there. So we're going to hit the button right there, and a little higher. So looks like everything's good. Let me see if I have goggle feed. Hold on one second. And I do. I have goggle feed, and there's no ears, so it looks like I am good to go. Wow. This is crazy. Wow, that's awesome. All right, I'm good. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to fly it, but I'm going to push it really hard as far as like really hard banks, make it really torque those nuts to make sure they stay on before I travel over the water again or stuff like that. Like I said, just making a public service announcement. If you have one of these, they're an amazing drone. But if you have nuts on there, they actually are failed and they'll crack or break off, you're going to fall out of the sky. So just do what you want with this information. Again, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe, and we will talk to you guys later. Safe flying, guys. Bye.